say you are what you eat, so I don't eat chicken feet. But I love me some of Grandma's pickled beets. Well, cut it up, put it in the pan, throw it over your shoulder and see where it lands right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Maters, taters, beans and corn, the cows in the barn and the sheep's been shorn, kids in the barnyard chasing Grandpa's chicken. Chicken. Spices, slices, cuts and dices, gonna slash your grocery prices right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Help you grow your garden good with recipes to suit your mood. Try some grub you've never tried before. Smash it with a wooden mallet. Gonna educate your palate. Right here in Farmer's Kitchen. In Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We're gonna cook something good now.
Hello and welcome to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. Well, hello, Mrs. Farmer. Look at you ravishing in your cowgirl hat and stuff.
Thanks, you got me this. You look pretty good yourself.
Living proof that we're cowboys and cowgirls.
That's right.
Look at that massive specimen of an Angus bull that Todd had. His name is Apex. That is Mo Jr.'s father.
That's right.
He was bred to her. They have a long-time relationship.
That's right. She was happy when he came to see us.
Our young man over here was adopted.
That's right.
He is doing well. It's going to be time before long. Now, remember, on our last calf, we took him in at 750 pounds, and it was outstanding.
You've almost eaten all of him.
Now, a lot of people would say, oh my goodness, you're taking... Yes, we are taking... It's not any different from hunting or gardening. We are taking these animals and treating them so well.
Right.
They become a part of our diet as nature intended. And we so enjoy the process. Now, something else that we recently accidentally ran into, we had some people Facebook us and said we have 2 ducks, 2 lady ducks in need of a home. They're moving to the city. So would you be interested? They lived right down the road.
Right.
I said, well, yeah. They started talking about duck eggs, which we know because we got them at our favorite store. Creamy. Talk about how delicious they are. They're just robust.
Yes, you love them. When I make you scrambled eggs, you cry while you eat.
Tears of joy. Why do we have cowboy hats on? Because
why do we?
We're cowboy cooking. Now let me tell you something. We went to the fair the other day and we did a meet and greet with so many wonderful people that showed up. We were supposed to be there an hour and we spent over 2 hours talking to wonderful people. But here's something funny. Everybody came up and they had a different story and we found some good ideas for a show. But one little girl said, I can sing your theme song. So I said, really? So I said, let me hear that. So I asked her parents if it was okay for her to be on TV and they said, yes, absolutely. Yes. And she said, yes, absolutely. And she took off into the second verse. And let me tell you what, she has a future. Nashville, watch out. So as we talk to these people, I asked each and every one of them, what's your favorite part of the show?
Right.
What'd they say?
Cowboy cooking.
Cowboy cooking. So hey, we're here to please.
That's right.
So today, we're going to do some cowboy cooking. There's going to be some beef involved. There's going to be some duck eggs involved. But it's yummy, yummy stuff.
Well, good. I'm hungry.
So let's go feed the ducks real quick, see if we got any eggs, and then go do some cowboy cooking. Here's where we're going. The other day, there was something you said, I'm in the mood for something. What was it?
Custard.
Why do you like custard?
You know how I love my milk, and it's something sweet.
How do you like your what?
Milk. Milk.
Kelly, re-roll that.
You know how I love my milk.
Milk. How do you spell that?
M-E-E-L-K-K. Anyways, you know I like milk. Anything
I know you like your milk.
And I love rice pudding, so I thought, I bet I'd love custard. And we got those duck eggs.
Oh, we've all had it.
Yes, but I mean, I've never made it. So I thought I'm going to start. Now I'm making it every day. It's my new dessert.
So, duck eggs.
Duck egg. I took one of your duck eggs. I thought, I'm going to do this.
Hold that up. Show that. These are nice size eggs. They're beautiful. They're rich. So we're going to make custard on the Dutch oven.
That's right.
So we've already got it started over there. Now we're going to stack today. We've got 2 things. We're going to do our main dish, but custard takes
about 40 minutes.
All right,
325.
325, 350. So we're going to stack today because our main meal only takes 20 minutes. Okay. So let's get you started.
Alrighty.
By the time that gets going and we get our main meal on top,
we're good
to go. The whole thing done.
All right. All right. I didn't realize how easy custard was. If I'd have known that, I'd be making it like my whole life. Look at that duck egg, how huge.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Let me tell you what, if you're doing duck eggs with scrambled eggs or an omelet,
It's the best ever.
rich flavor.
Yeah.
And you can go to our favorite store. They got
Get
them
'em.
there.
All right, just a tinge of vanilla. I only have 1 egg here. I'm going to put a couple drops, maybe about 1/4 teaspoon there. And I'm going to do a couple shakes of salt. Does that make sense? And I'm putting nutmeg in.
No, it's fine with me.
Same with the nutmeg. I'm just going to kind of shake it in there. And 2 tablespoons of sugar. Is this simple or what?
You know what? That's all there is to it. Now you saw us put water in there, just enough to like come up on the side of the dish, because
Right.
it's going to cook in there for 40 minutes
Yeah.
at 325.
Right. All right.
But don't forget the water.
Got this mixed up. Now this is where you're going to help me.
Okay.
You're going to slowly pour this milk in here for me.
Milk in here.
Yes, as I do this.
How much milk is this?
This is 1 cup of milk, and we
1
made it
cup
hot.
of milk.
Yeah, we didn't
Now
boil
just
it. It's just hot.
Slowly pour it in?
Yeah. I'm just going to mix that up.
Am I doing okay?
You're doing really good. Is that too simple?
Duck egg custard.
Now you know why I'm making it every night. I think it's the duck egg that makes it good.
All right.
All right, and then I figured this makes about 3 of these little containers, these little custard containers.
Oh, by the way, our ducks, normally we have M names around here, but they were pre-named. So they keep their names, their original names, because their owners were so nice. What are their names?
Their names are Bonnie and Lily.
Bonnie and Lily.
Bonnie's the bigger one.
How appropriate.
Yeah, they're cute. Now I'm gonna even put some more of this on top just to make it pretty. What do you think?
No, that's
More
good.
nutmeg. And that's it.
And I would suppose at this point we'll gently place them in the water, which is steaming now.
All right.
All right.
That's it. 40 minutes.
This is so much fun when you're out and about. And you had it when you were a kid. I
Right.
had it when I was a kid. Baked spaghetti. Some people call it spaghetti pie, whatever you want to call it. Now, if you go back and look, we did a recipe on making your own sweet Italian sausage. Let's go back and take a quick look at that. All right, so we've got some sweet Italian sausage, some hamburger. So we're going to use probably a ½ a pound of each.
Okay.
We like a lot of meat in our sauce. All right, I'll tell you what let's do. Let's take our onions, and then we're going to use a half of a medium-sized onion. And if you'll cut me some shallot, I love the flavor of a shallot. So this is an average-sized shallot. We're going to put that in there as well. Now, the great thing about this particular recipe is it's quick.
I like
it's
quick.
delicious and it's cheesy. And you can determine how much cheese you want or don't want. You can determine how much meat you do or don't want, so on and so forth. We have canned our own tomatoes, and I've put just, I'd say, 2 tablespoons of dried Italian seasoning in there. Plus, went out on the back porch, and we got some fresh basil, and we got some fresh oregano, and if you will, Mrs. Farmer.
Trying to get that
Let's
ready.
chop those up and add that as well, because that's just going to give us more wonderful fresh flavors. Normally, on our Lodge pan, it's 17 and 8 for 350 degrees. We're going to go a little light on the top of the 12-inch where your custard is, because that's 325. We're going a little heavy on the top. So normally, on your 10-inch, to get 350 degrees, it's 14 and 7. So keep that in mind. Keep your timing in mind. All right, now look at that. Is that not beautiful?
It smells
I'll
good.
tell you what we'll do. There's no law against us taking half of that sweet Italian sausage. Let's go ahead and cut that in half. I'm going to throw that right in with the onions.
Alrighty.
And let's take some more of that. Pop that in, because we do like our meat. Now remember, this is a 10-inch pan. So now, we're going to let that go. And again, if you're out in the woods and all you have is logs and kindling and so on and so forth, you do the same thing we're doing here. So many people like the convenience of the fact that you can do matchlit charcoal and boom, you have X amount. And we really do that for the simplicity. Sometimes, most of the time when we're out camping or cooking, we just have wood with us.
Right.
Okay, this is getting close, Mrs. Farmer.
Right.
So what we're going to do, let's take our bed of spaghetti.
Okay.
I don't think we have to explain the part about boiling spaghetti. It's pretty easy. But that is our base. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to add some butter, okay? While that's hot. Nikki, if you'll break those, let's beat those 2 eggs.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and plop that in there to thicken that up. And while we're doing that, we're going to take some Parmesan cheese. You go ahead and put those eggs in there.
You want the eggs in?
Yep.
All right.
This is going to be our base, our nest, if you will. So look at what we got here. So that thickens that up.
Okay.
And so that egg is going to firm up a little bit. Now, just to add to that, let's take a little bit of our fresh
Yum.
herbs and spices and put in there. All right, now we're gonna take our ricotta.
Okay.
And we're gonna put it right on top of there. Now I'm saying about a cup.
You just want little clumps?
Let's just make spread it out as evenly as you can. So look what we got going here.
That looks good already.
So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add our canned tomatoes. Let's put a little sauce in there too.
All right.
We're gonna go about, I don't know, half a cup of sauce. Now, to make this more beautiful, more wonderful, we'll take some more of our fresh basil and oregano.
I like that.
You know, I really like a lot of taste. You can make your own basil pesto. We've showed you how to do that. I'm gonna put that in there just to intensify the flavors. Okay, now, Mrs. Farmer, if you don't mind helping me take some of this sauce and pour right directly into this pan. Now what are we gonna do? Oh, what do you think about some more cheese?
And some mozzarella?
So now, I'm gonna really go crazy on the mozzarella.
Good, I like mozzarella.
Now we're gonna take as much mozzarella as you want. I'm saying there's
a lot of mozzarella.
I'm gonna take some more Parmesan just to top this off because we can. Nobody said we couldn't. And what tiny little bit of our precious basil and oregano we've got right here, we're just gonna sprinkle that over the top, just like that. All right. Ooh, look what we got going on, Mrs. Farmer.
I can't wait.
What do you think?
I think we need to eat it.
Let's grab a top.
Okay.
When we're done with this, we take the coals out and put them on top
right, perfect.
for further use. So isn't that great? Now, growing up in the country, when you'd go to the Indiana farm,
right,
or all around us always, was farm country. Mm-hmm. We're used to chickens, we're used to sheep,
right.
We're used to, cows everywhere. This is cattle country. But you know what? Our grandkids don't necessarily see that every day. We call them the grandbabies.
That's
somebody,
right.
Somebody online the other says, aren't they getting kind of old to call you grandbabies? When they're 40,
they're our grandbabies.
They're going to be our grandbabies.
That's right.
So that doesn't stop. They may not like that, but they're our grandbabies. We got Natalie and Taryn.
Right.
Now, Whammy.
Sammy.
As we call him, Whammy. He's a handful right now.
He's running too fast. I couldn't keep up with him. Yeah, that's right.
We're thrilled to keep up with him, but the girls came down. This is vacation for them. So when they were very little, they were running with the sheep, running with us, so they knew about it. So every morning,
Taryn would help me.
Natalie slept in every day.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's okay. That's what 13-year-olds do. So anyhow, they got to get out and visit with the animals. But we did some vacationing. They wanted to see the Ark.
Right, and that was
fun.
fun.
See that. The sheer size and scope of that thing is amazing.
Yes, it is.
So then they came back here and they wanted to make pretzels. Now, you have made these pretzels and they're a hit. And here's what they're supposed to look like.
Right.
The girls' version looked a little bit different.
They tasted really good.
They may have tasted even better.
Right.
They just look different.
That's right.
Look who's here. It's the grandbabies. But they're kind of all grown up, and it's very scary because I don't want them to be all big and stuff.
Yeah, guys, what's up?
How old are you now?
13.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna be driving in 3 years. How old are you, Taryn?
7.
Jiminy Christmas, I'm only 12.
I'm 13 myself.
13 plus 27,000.
That's not nice.
All right. Grandma's been talking about making pretzels. We have also been to Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, which is rich in German heritage. So now, everything I do, I want to know the history of it. Quit looking. You're cheating. What does anybody know about pretzels? Where did they begin? There's a story.
With dough. Italy.
Did you say with dough? That's right. Yeah, that's right, too. All right. I'm reading from the History Channel. It's called Hungry History, the pretzel, a twisted history. Though the exact origins remain mysterious. So it's a mystery. Legend has it that the story began around 610 AD.
Wow.
When Italian, you saw that, didn't you? Yes. When Italian monks presented their young students with treats of baked dough twisted in the shape of crossed arms. Back in the day, when people prayed, instead of putting their hands together, they crossed their arms. Now, the first pretzels were soft, squishy bread. Later, they made them harder and like the chewy stuff you get today. But we still all like to go to the fair and different places and get the big soft pretzel and dip it and stuff, right? Later, the Germans derived the word Pretzel. Pretzel, which sounds a lot like
pretzel.
Exactly. Okay, so the first thing I noticed that Grandma did was she got up and got some hot water, which I'm sure that has to do something with the yeast. Right. Am I correct?
1 1/4 cups.
1 1/4 cups of water, hot water. Then what do you do?
You sprinkle the yeast on top.
1 package of yeast.
Of the water?
And then you stir it in and let it sit for 5 minutes.
So she's going to stir that up.
Okay, so we're going to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So next we add 2 cups of flour, and then you beat with a wooden spoon for 100 strokes.
All right. Now how many times you got to stir that? You got to stir it 100 times exactly.
2, 5, 7, 8, 12, 4, 9, 3, 2, 75, 150,
29,
35, 36, 65, 67, 68, 66, 58, 27, 26, 84, 89,
That was so hard.
Okay.
Now you set this aside for 5 more minutes.
Okay, now we got
Oh, set it aside.
Okay.
Get it set aside. What if I want to sit on that side?
Well, too bad.
Well, what now? Why do we set that aside?
Because you have to let it sit so it can rise, I think.
So set it aside.
So you add 1 more cup and then...
But we do it slowly,
1/4.
right?
Yes.
I just do a little bit of
One more
time for
cup.
you.
How many times do you stir it now?
Just
It'll
until
start-
it's like really
It's going to get
doughy.
really thick now. And then she's going to have to take it out and knead it by hand.
I want to help.
You can help. It's going to take a lot of time to do that.
It hurts.
Oh,
Pretzels are painful.
the pain is unrelenting. I might die and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this out.
Don't forget to
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It was setting aside.
It's okay now, Papa. Remember I told you about one hand?
Yeah, I know.
Here. Okay, we've been kneading this for 7 minutes. I took
How
over.
bad did you need it?
You know what? It got kind of messy, didn't it?
Yeah,
So
it
everybody,
got a little bit messy.
Everybody had to
We
wash
cleaned
their
up a
hands.
little bit.
All right. Now we're going to take this and put it in a oiled bowl and let it set for 1 hour. We're going to
Same
cover.
bowl you did, you just clean it
Yes,
up a little
we
bit,
clean
put
it
a
up.
little oil in it, and let it rise.
We're going to put some plastic on it and we're going to let it set for an hour. Let's clean up this mess and then we're going to get making our pretzels.
I like cleaning up the mess part.
All right.
Look at what happened. Is that
look
not
nice?
amazing?
And we let that go a little more than an hour, so that's why it looks so
Look
wonderful.
Look how beautiful.
You can touch
Oh,
it.
that feels.
How's it? Look pretty good?
Oh.
Isn't that amazing? And this is going to make,
That's much needed.
isn't that
girl.
nice? 6 pretzels. So what we're going to do, let's just do, we'll do 3 and
Grandma,
1.
you act like you've done this before.
I'm a professional pretzel person. So here's what I did. Here's our 3. Now what we have to do here that's kind of difficult, and I'll do this part for us. We have to roll this, let's make it 30 inches long.
Dumbfounded by
this.
the amazement that's going on in front of me.
Does that kind of look like a pretzel? What do you think?
It does look like a
Is
pretzel.
that like a pretzel?
Try to do this and then like spin it. Something.
Yeah.
Is that right, Grandma?
Yeah, bring it back over the pretzel there.
Well, I did.
Hey, I
Great.
like it. I like it.
We could start a whole new company called Really Ugly Pretzels.
Great.
I like
That's
it. That's
really
kind of cute.
nice.
All right, turn. I like it. Remember, shape it and then twist it, turn it a couple times, and then bring it back over here. Ta-da! That
Yours
looks
looks
pretty
better than
cute. That's
mine.
pretty cute. What do you think, Pops?
It's close
Yours is
enough.
pretty good. Okay, can you throw it on the pan here? And we need to make a couple more. All right, what we're gonna do next? I got about a quarter cup of hot water here and some sugar in this. You'll be the salt person.
Salt will go
Yep.
on top of
I'll
that.
do the salt and sugar and cinnamon.
Okay, now we're gonna let these sit for like 10 minutes so they can rise a little bit, and then we're gonna cook them at 425 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes.
Okay, we got, look, this one almost looks like a pretzel.
That was
Some of the
mine.
other ones, they're kind of in the shape that I saw in the field with Moses the other day. If they're a little bit darker. Let's call these duty pretzels. You know what I think?
Pretty good.
I think it's really good.
Let me try yours.
Oh, that's
We
mine.
made pretzels, sort of.
Yeah,
Sort of.
okay, sort of pretzels. They're good.
As our food is cooking and we're starving, you always want a snack.
That's right.
And we don't have any right now. But if we are out, what do you grab every time?
The barbecue grippos. I can't help it.
Can't stand it. They're so good. So, you know, last week we went to Cincinnati. So we got to thank Joanne, but she was our tour guide. Want
That's
to thank
right.
her so much. She is the contact for every culinary thing that's going on in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. But we did get a chance to stop by just for a second, Grippos. And you know what we found out? That if you stop by there, you can't buy them in the store, but what are they?
The extra hot
You can
barbecue.
buy the extra hot barbecue. And we got a box the size of this table, and we ate every one of them. Quick visit with Grippos, then we'll come back for the real deal. One of the things I have been fascinated with a long time, since I was a little kid, growing up in Maysville, is Grippos potato chips. Jerry Hawk, what is your title here at Grippos?
I'm the sales manager here at Grippo.
And you've been here for
27 years.
Wow.
Yep, 27 great years.
What is it about Grippos that I mean, you can't tell me the recipe. I don't want to know the recipe. I'm just going to buy it. But you've got a loyal following. There's something about that sweet, hot. It's just profound.
Well, simply, basically, if you have a product that somebody tries it for the first time, and they go, "Wow, I got to have this again," you experience Grippo.
Let's talk about the history. Now, I looked up a little bit because I started becoming fascinated with all the history around this area. Who was the founder of this company?
Angelo Grippo. He was our founding father. He would make ice cream cones. We were known as the Grippo Cone and Pretzel Company.
Gotcha.
He would actually make sugar cones and get on streetcars and take them around and sell them to vendors.
Now, this was back
1919.
1919. Then he started making pretzels.
We started making pretzels. We have a famous pretzel loop. We're the only company in the country that makes it. It's a very salty, dark loop pretzel. High sodium, but it's a great pretzel.
So from there, looks to me like around the 1950s, when y'all came in here, that's when the barbecue potato chip
Yeah, absolutely.
magic began.
Absolutely. We moved here from downtown Cincinnati. The city wanted our property down there, but because they were revitalizing the area. So their daughter, Evangelo, decided to move out here at that time. It was her company then, and she decided to build this building.
Now, we had to put on all the gear and to do the tour.
Right.
But tell us what goes on in the back. How's the process work?
Well, very simply, a trailer truck will come in full of potatoes. We'll unload them, put them through our cleaner and our peeler, and they'll go through the slicing machine, and we'll decide if we want ripple or thin with the knife that cuts the potatoes. So they'll go through the fryer, just simply goes up the conveyor belt and around, and we decide what we want to make, a barbecue or whatever. And the spice will be applied at the top of the machine, and you saw the bagger, and just comes down, and bags are folded, and boom, take them into the warehouse and put them on the route trucks.
Thank you so much for taking us on the tour,
I
Jerry.
also want to point out that we are still a third-generation family-owned company,
Right.
and the fourth generation is now here working.
Wow.
They actually started sweeping the floor and worked their way all the way up. They know the industry in and out.
Thank you
Great
so
insight
much
of the owners.
for putting out a wonderful product
Thanks.
that we can't get enough of.
Well, we're going to continue that. Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
You're very welcome.
You ready, Mrs.
I am.
Farmer,
I'm
to
starving.
take a peek?
I can't wait. Oh, wow.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
No.
We're going to take this and we're going to set it on the table.
Right. I can't wait to see it. It's been going 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yum.
Look at
They
that.
look pretty good. Yum.
What do you think, Mrs. Farmer?
I think we can eat that.
Oh, look. Wow. Without having everything separate, it's all together. We've done 2 dishes today. They've cooked. We've timed them out. We've done what we call stacking.
Oh, that's good.
How is it, Mrs. Farmer?
It's really good. Good job. I like the ricotta. I can taste that.
We talked about all kinds of recipes. Where would you go again, Mrs. Farmer?
TimFarmersCountryKitchen.com.
We have 822 gazillion recipes.
Wow, that's a lot.
How can you?
That's huge.
So Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen for recipes. If you wanted to like chat with folks about food and have fun and take pictures of stuff that we've cooked and our animals, where would you go?
Facebook page.
Where?
Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen.
Then what would you do?
I would hit like.
Yeah, hit like.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mrs. Farmer?
I'd like some dessert.
Let's do that. Let's take one bite of this and we'll see what your custard looks like. Look at that.
And it's just,
it's
so
beautiful.
Good. I just love it. It's a great little.
What a good, fresh. Look at that. Look at the consistency. Look at that.
Oh, I like it too. I like the nutmeg. And it's got to be good for you. It's eggs and milk. Just a pinch of sugar.
I'll take that all day long.
What makes it good is the duck egg.
But sadly, again, our half hour's almost up, so it's time to talk about the fact that we have a brand new show waiting for you next week. But it's all about
good times,
good friends,
and really good eats.
So let's just keep on
eating.
I'm going
to keep eating. No more spaghetti.
I do too, but we'll go back to our dessert.
To order a cookbook, please call 502-319-0487 or email timfarmerck@gmail.com. Special thanks to CKY, Canoe, Kentucky, Furniture World Superstore, Housewarmings, Lodge Cast Iron, Tater Knob Pottery and Farm,